you to do it. Well, don't make me sit here alone, dude. Jeez Louise.
What's that all about? You see
He's
that?
gonna kiss the camera.
There's a little fucking spot there, Holmes.
Oh yeah, I do see it.
Ding dong.
The witch is dead.
I was gonna.
Were you? Sweet. It's not too often we're on like that kind of same page.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I mean we are, but not really.
Every time I think about,
We just think of the other side of it.
who did I think about? William Hung?
Okay, that was not even funny, dude. That shit wasn't funny.
Yeah, that's the way life goes, though.
No, that wasn't funny. I was thinking about William Hung all day one day.
Goes.
No way.
That's the
Stuff's
way
not
life
right.
goes.
I know it is, but it's the same thing. Like the day my dad's birthday was last March, right? And he's been gone now for it'll be 8 years this September. But regardless, his favorite band was ELO. And on his birthday, I'm coming here to hang out, whatever. And then, yeah, I come into the car after I run to the gas station. I get in the car, and there's ELO just jamming. And I was like, here we go. I was like, it's going to be one of them
He's
days.
with you.
Let's go, old man.
There's a lot of moments I have where
Weird.
people that have passed. That's the kind of the crazy thing about music or music, art. I mean, I guess just anything that hits you in the heart, it's hopefully staying with you. It could be a traumatizing time when you hear a song.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah, if it hits you at
like,
the wrong time.
Yeah, that could be
Yeah.
a thing I never really thought of.
100%. No,
Like-
yeah. Like it was, it was a little hard watching the Brewers after he passed for a while. Because, I mean, he was
Sure.
a diehard guy.
Yeah.
But then slowly it kind of became a thing where, like, I'm doing it kind of with him, for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, kind of take me back in my own, you know?
Right. Well, it can definitely be something hard to. I haven't lost a father or mother on that part.
That's good,
But
though.
it's definitely on the thing. So I can't relate on to that level.
Well, I can't
But-
relate on your level of the friends thing.
Yeah.
I haven't lost any good friends. You've lost good friends. I've lost family members, which is, like, expected.
It's similar, especially like the way that you keep some of these friends are family
Well,
members.
Yeah, that's what I was getting
and,
at.
And
yeah.
like, that's how it goes. Life is short. You gotta live it and love it. This is All Things Crackin'.
We're all things cracking. I'm Hoops.
Jake.
And you guys are the fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna do something too. I
what I
was
could-
gonna have actually, I forgot about it, the swear jar.
Oh, good luck.
And we were gonna have that up, and then instead
I was about to swear now, dude.
I decided just to leave it lay because Mr. Hoops has actually been learning how to edit and doing some of the editing. So
I'm just gonna take my swears out.
that's what I'm gonna say is like, guys got to take him out. This is kind of part of the new edit, and then probably after one edit, he's gonna realize like, dude, that's a lot of work.
Nah.
I said a lot of bad words.
I'm probably gonna leave them.
Yeah, that's true too.
I'm probably gonna leave them.
It's
Unless
your-
I get obscene.
You're in control.
Unless I get obscene.
We're not gonna get.
Or if we start making money.
I was just gonna say that we're not gonna get the big Pepsi sponsorship.
We made some kind of money because we got bricks now.
Yeah, look at
So
all
that's
that.
cool.
Real too.
Real bricks.
This is.
So we're not gonna
just
touch them because they're fresh.
This is just a line that was cut through with a.
We wanted that. It's part of the design flair.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
His
Because you don't
side-
have bricks. You people can't afford bricks.
Her side.
I'm sorry. I love you guys. His side. Yeah, we wanted separate sides.
Yeah, he still doesn't get it.
I'm not a female.
Yeah, he does get it. All right. So what do we got cracking? There's been a couple topics.
Couple weird things cracking. I mean, it's baseball season, so I'll just hop into this Lee Smith thing here. Lee Smith. All right, so he's a Hall of Fame pitcher. All right, it's for the Cubs, but we're gonna let that go. Whatever. We're not gonna run into that.
I swear Lee Smith pitched for.
Did he go for St. Louis too? Because here he is on the Cubs. I mean, I got a pretty
Holy shit! That's.
in 1980. I mean, he's here on the Cubs. Yeah, that's him. You see?
Yeah, I don't follow the Cubs, so I mean.
Me neither, I don't like
still
the
not.
Cubs.
You're still not
Okay.
googling anything besides this article.
I'm gonna
so
tell you what's going on with this. I don't even gotta Google nothing. You ready?
Gotta Google.
I don't.
If he played on the Cardinals.
Okay,
'cause
well,
that's
you
the
do
question
that.
I had.
You do that. because you got the questions.
Should
It
have done
doesn't
the
say it.
research prior.
Well, I didn't think you were
see,
gonna
now
ask
he's on the
that.
Red Sox.
Okay, so Lee Smith's been around.
He's been on probably hundreds of teams.
No, maybe like
Said something about
3.
San Diego.
It did not. That word's not in there.
All right, sorry to interrupt your whole shoot down your hole. Or
You shot everything with a point down. Jeez. Anyways, no, Lee Smith, his whole thing here, he's a Hall of Fame baseball player, is the end game. All right?
Is he?
Yeah, okay. I already, and he played, for the Cardinals, Cubs, and Red Sox that we have now found out in the last 10 seconds. But homeboy didn't want to play baseball. He wanted to play, I believe it was football, but his friend or constituent, whatever you want to call him, bet him $10 to go try out for baseball. So he goes and tries out for baseball, makes the team, gets the $10 obviously because he makes the team. Then he wants to pitch because he's a pitcher. If people don't know, he's a pitcher. So his first game, a guy gets the normal starting pitcher is out of the game, so he has to start. Pitches a no-hitter his first time.
wow.
Doesn't even want to play the game. Throws a no-hitter first game. I'm not giving it's high school ball, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a pretty cool way to enter the league.
I think, nothing to take away from it or anything. I believe, if I remember right, he was like a bigger dude, taller guy.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like here too.
Yeah,
these
so
cards are
I
looking-
know. I'm sure you could throw some heat. I don't really recall.
We'll have him here. You guys will get a good picture of him soon.
Yeah. 18 years.
Yeah.
He debuted for the Cubs.
80 to 97.
Last appearance for the Expos in '97.
Expos. So that's, what is that, 5 teams now?
Yeah,
Or 4?
I was gonna say I'm trying to find.
Cubs,
Oh, here
Cardinals, Red Sox, Expos.
we go.
Okay,
That's
4.
all you think?
Well, that's
We
what
got Cubs was 80 to 87. Got Red Sox 88 to 90. We got St. Louis Cardinals to 90 to 93.
93 to 97?
Yankees was in 93.
Just for a year?
Baltimore Orioles 94.
Okay.
California Angels
Come on!
95 to 96.
There's still another year in this career. Where does he go?
He's still traded in 96 to the Reds.
I
The
know.
Cincinnati Reds. And then he's finishing it out at the Expos, like we said,
Come
in
on.
97.
In the same year, he was on 2 teams.
7-time All-Star,
Bro, from 96 to 97, this man was on 2 teams.
4-time save leader. So,
Oh.
Hall of Fame in 2019. So we got to get some other.
He's alive,
We
right?
got to get some other topics going for female or something. We got to learn some other things.
Females.
I mean, females like baseball too.
No,
you
they
got to edit
don't.
that out. But yeah, the whole bottom line is we're doing a lot of baseball, aren't we? A lot of Brewers talk.
I didn't do Brewers this time, but it was baseball.
Yeah.
It just happened to come up. I just happened
There's more
to see
things
it.
cracking to life. Not really in our lives.
Anyways.
6'6",
Yeah, he's a monster.
265 pounder.
We get it. Lee Smith is an animal.
95 mile per hour fastball is where he was rolling. 91.
Teams. 7 teams. But the 2 teams from 96 to 97 is what's getting me. He got traded to the Reds from 96 in the off season, assumably, of 96. Retires in 97, but when he got traded to the Reds, he still made his way to the Expos.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the trade system was different then, but I don't know.
You could trade and trade, right? You could be.
I
You
just
double dipped in one season.
I think pitchers as well. It's more common for them to get
for
rotated
sure.
around, especially if you are a good reliever. Like he was a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
So like
He made
it's
his
kinda
way to
like,
the Yankees.
It's kind of like
That's a good
us
sign.
rolling and grabbing CC Sabathia
Yeah.
at the like the ending of his career.
Well, we
I
grabbed
don't
him
know
right
if
after he
it
won that
was
Cy
kinda-
Young Award.
Was it kind of middle career of his? How long of a career did he have?
I think we hit him like right at his peak because he got the Cy Young Award, and then we grabbed him because his age wasn't
Well, we
looking
had-
too healthy, and then we ran the shit out of him. And then-
Playoffs, I remember that.
dude, there's math to this. He played like, out of 31 days, he played 27. It was something like that, dude. It was something crazy. It was crazy numbers.
Sure.
That they do not do to pitchers these days.
No.
Like, it was nuts numbers. And then, oh man, what was it? Oh God, I can't remember now.
You can't remember.
I'm gonna forget.
But going back to,
but we played the living heck out of that guy because I'm not allowed to swear.
And yeah, he was a great addition for us.
Oh, yeah.
And then, kind of is always a thing that once you go to the Yankees, it's almost in that like stock investment towards you're purchasing a player for this amount of money. You know, you're rolling with it. It's kind of like even you're buying a used car. You know, if you're able to buy the car for the same amount of money, or if you're able to buy a car, use it for a while,
And then
beat
get
the
rid of it for
piss
the
out
same.
of it,
Oh, we did
beat the
too.
piss out of it, get more money out of it, and like, you know, you're able to get 2 new cars for the price of this one that I beat the piss out of. Thanks, CC Sabathia and the Yankees.
Yeah. No, thank you guys.
I don't know if that's legit talk, but kind of
It's very similar because
kind of how I remember it.
We're kind of going through the same thing with Jackie Bradley Jr. right now, in my opinion.
What, getting him?
Running him up for double the money that he was worth when he was on the Red Sox. We, of all people, offered him $12 million a year, so 24 for a whole 2-year contract when he was making $6 million from the Red Sox. The Red Sox buy talent, and we don't usually do that in Milwaukee.
Well,
so
I
we
believe
went and spent $24 million on him.
technically,
So
I
I'm
believe-
thinking before the trade deadline. That's why he's not playing too much right now. I think we're trying to not risk his health. And
Red Sox have always had a fairly good farm team, you know, so they're building, but they're also buying people. They are like
Hey, we'll pay you.
well, they're the second or third highest paid team in
I'm
the
saying.
league, I believe. But
That's what I'm saying.
when it comes to what we did with Jackie, yeah, I don't know.
I think it's happening with this. I think we're going to see Sabathia, Jackie, but minus we're going to go on the other side of the spectrum where we barely play him, let his numbers look really good, and then
Well, if we really want to talk about it, let's talk about your boy.
don't
Maybe
you
have
do
we?
it. Don't you do
You're
it.
wanting to keep talking baseball and going on this.
Which
unless-
boy, though? Which boy?
I mean,
Arcia or
yeah.
Shaw? You want Arcia or Shaw? Because I know
They're
I
both
don't know
your-
which side of the spectrum you're going to go
They're
on.
both your boys.
No, they're not. Arcia's my dude, and he's gone now. Rest in peace, my man.
He's not
I'll
dead.
Take a sip to this water. He's not a Brewer no more, and it makes me hurt.
Yeah. You got a jersey of his, right?
No, I was going to. I'm still going to, actually, probably more than now than ever, because I'll be at a game on June 3rd, and I think I might want to wear an Arcia jersey there.
It's for birthday stuff, right? Or what's
Yeah,
that?
my birthday's May 22nd, so it's like 11 days after my birthday.
Yeah.
It was the closest I could get with how tickets were going. Tickets were just flying.
Are they?
Yeah, and they were.
Can you buy them at single ticket still, or is it just a?
I mean, I could show you, and we'll edit this out real quick, but yeah.
All right, there you go, guy. Happy birthday.
Holy fuck, Nuggets! Are you kidding me? Really?
Who is it?
Well, you know
Who is it?
It's the boy. What the fuck? Why did you do it? Where'd you get that? Man.
What do you mean?
What?
You should probably wear that one.
I'm gonna wear this one. You're fucking right, I'm gonna.
I don't remember
Damn,
what
Salem?
size the thing is.
I don't give a fuck. Poop. I don't give a poop.
I'm gonna edit that out. Couple whips on that one.
Damn, man, this is awesome. Where'd you get this thing?
What are you talking about?
Man, I guess I don't care. You're not gonna tell me. Thanks a lot, dude. That's awesome. Fuck yeah. I want to put this thing on now, kind
You gotta almost have like a.
Ah, dude.
I remember. I believe I saw him spring training as well.
Yeah?
That yeah, it was a good. You know.
I miss you, Orlando, already. You son of a bitch. He can't even understand me because you only speak Spanish.
You never know. You never know.
No, who knows? He might come back. Look at Craig Counsell. He coaches us now. We're going in. We're going to put her on.
Oh, look at that. That's a
We're
pretty
gonna do
decent
it.
fit.
Nope, we're going to do it. So, like we were saying. Am I on it
Go
still?
boss, there you
There
go.
we go. We're good.
Oh, look at that.
Look at double up. We're going to double the glove. Double glove. You get
He's
both.
looking good.
So, like we were saying. Oh, God, we're not tagging.
Oh, I'd keep the tag and then sell it later.
Oh, fuck that. I'm never selling this thing. But, dude, what were we ranting about? Oh, the tickets thing I wanted to show you. Yeah, so, like, okay, so, like, they're up, these show you the map, whatever. The 400s are like $40, whatever, the shit.
Okay.
And then that's just for
But
for
this is
tomorrow's
your
game.
that's your app again.
Yeah, it's a game time.
That's what I'm saying. Can you buy them straight from the
Maybe I would assume so. Yeah, I would assume. Like now they might be opening more shit up, but
That's what I mean.
there's a while where I couldn't find nothing. Like they were all running me through this sold out bullshit, and I'm like, and then some of the ticket prices were ridiculous, and I was like, dude, if I'm gonna pay a ridiculous amount of money, I'm not sitting in the 400 section.
You're right.
So I paid close to 300 for mine and Jack's tickets, but we're down literally in the 100 section right between home plate and the home dugout. So like,
Yeah.
it was rough, but I don't know. I didn't want to take the risk. I'm sick of fucking like COVID freaked me
Just
out.
wanting to play a game or going back to the game and going out into where people are at. I think that's the beauty of, like, come on, give me the outside.
Yeah,
like,
let me go back.
The
I
part
was willing to pay $300 to come
people
back.
I don't think people understand that are in good weather cities and states too, or maybe it's just the whole United States. Has it been a colder winter?
I think it's different for us because we are one of the very few people that get to tailgate. I have learned.
Well,
like Wisconsin's one of the
sure.
few states that actually tailgates.
That's not what I'm necessarily saying.
It's an environment. It's more just than just a game.
What I'm trying to get at is that Wisconsin in general has been like a cooped up piece of fucking shit. Like COVID, it's been 18 months of this, and it's still going on.
Winter time.
But the winter time where it's like, hey, you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything, you can't work, you can't some people had to stay. Self-employed was almost literally impossible unless you.
Yeah. Yeah, small businesses were definitely.
It was rough.
It was
on a lot of people. So, me included. Yeah, but it sucked. Buy some shirts. Buy some something. Had to come up with this crappy, weird ass podcast just to keep ourselves sane.
I came up with this shitty podcast.
You did.
This is horseshit. I feel assaulted.
Speaking of, where's Todd at?
Where is Todd?
I don't know.
Me neither. I can't keep track of him.
Todd.
Todd.
I don't know.
He'll show up.
He'll show up there. Todd?
You get a picture of him. Todd. Is that you? Should we get a fake Todd? We used to have a fake John. Me and my buddy Bubba and John used to hang out all the time, and then John moved to North Carolina. We had a little styrofoam piece that I drew John on, like a drip, and we'd always smoke it, and John never even smoked. We just set him out there with us, smoking a cigarette. We'd set him out there with, we miss you, buddy. Just had a fake little John out there. We'd send him pictures, like, fucking miss you, whatever.
Nothing wrong with that.
Hey, man, that's what you do when your best friend moves away, all right?
Yeah, you gotta cope with it somehow.
Goddamn right. If it means styrofoaming up and drawing a picture of him and just setting them around, kind of like a modernized Wilson, a plank.
Why isn't there more of like a thing like that, but it's, video camera is esque towards almost a cell phone, but you're FaceTiming it. Like, I don't want to go into the part about you're kissing it and making out, but almost like it could be I'm just saying, could you develop the boyfriend girlfriend that you're able to call from overseas, where your girlfriend's overseas?
No, I'm not okay with long distance relationships. You're making this bad.
But then you have the boyfriend girlfriend, or
No.
what is it called?
No, because we were long distance friends. I see what you're doing here.
You call it the hoops.
You do
The
not.
Hoops 3000.
You do not. Anyone watching this, you do not. No, there's
Hoops wheels.
Call it wheels. Yeah, do that. Friggin' hell. Don't
The old-
you dare. I'm not okay with long distance
The old
relationships.
Hoops
They're fucking
3000.
Weird.
Beep boop beep boop beep beep.
Stop thinking that love's not around the corner, because it is.
Beep boop beep boop.
Don't you do that to yourself. Don't you go on the internet looking for love, you little weirdo. No.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean, whatever. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I actually know two people that are older than me. I was a little kid, but they came across
What are you gonna say?
each other on the internet.
Oh.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
all
lie.
that stuff's crazy.
Some of that stuff does work, but I do not suggest it or condone it.
What do you
Do
mean?
not put my name on it. This thing is getting me.
Settle down. You're gonna already break through the jersey.
I
and
know,
you
that's
just
why I
barely,
stopped.
Barely had it for 2 minutes.
That's why I stopped, dude.
You're
I
gonna
swear
break
that's why I
through it.
stopped.
You already ripped the tag off. Probably ripped. You couldn't wait.
No, the thing's
just to
here still.
Cut it. Leave it be.
I am.
This episode doesn't need to be that long. Just stop.
It's a long one.
Just stop.
That's what she said.
So
Over the internet, too.
what do we? We're done with Lee Smith. What do we got now? Another
Hell yeah, we're
baseball
done with Lee
episode.
Smith.
Talk more about baseball and the Brewers.
We're going to get onto the two small things, and then we're going to gotta get something really good.
That's what she said.
She had a long line waiting. Poor thing. I
Two
don't wanna-
small things. Well,
I'm
come
gonna
on now.
throw up.
All right, what do we got? What do we got?
So, okay.
People.
You know the adjustable seat, obviously.
What do you got to be more
In
specific?
cars, go-karts.
Barbershop?
No.
Okay,
Cars,
see, that's
vehicles.
the one I was thinking of.
Vehicles.
You didn't say that. at
I'm
first.
getting there. Well, I was. No, I wasn't getting there. I actually
No,
asked
he
you.
wasn't.
But vehicles, adjustable seats in vehicles, lengthwise, because your legs are longer than the average human, or in our case, shorter than the average human. Yeah, there's electric ones now that take forever, or you grab the stick and you.
Those are
You
the
either go
better
all the
ones.
way up into the frickin' steering wheel and smack your nose, or you back all the way up and it's way too much for a guy like
it's,
me.
It's the best when you ask the people, like, they're like, how do you move your seat forward or backwards? And then you do it for them. So then it's just like,
you're giving
holy,
All right, buddy. Move.
holy bazinga.
Bazinga. Anyone grabs my seat and pulls it and yells bazinga, I want out of your car.
Everybody
immediately.
does that.
I want out of your car now.
Everybody yells that.
Don't even let me in your car. Anyone watching this, don't bring me.
Oh, bazinga.
I didn't move. You seen it. It was on camera. But anyways, that was created because in 1950 they were creating what do you want to call it? An average size
Gas chambers?
cockpit. No, it's for airplanes. Gas chambers. Jesus.
I said the 50s. I don't know.
Adjustable seats for gas chambers.
I
Where did you grow up? God damn it, Nazi Germany. Anyway, so they were making and they were trying to make an average size cockpit for people to where they could, like, a 6-foot guy and a 5'3" guy would both be able to sit in there, and it would just accommodate to the both of them. Then, so they were going around measuring everyone in the military, trying to get an average height. You know, they needed
Next.
a median. Knock it off.
Next.
Oh, no, it's the next. Yeah, could you imagine the guy just standing there getting that good workout? So they're running through all these guys trying to get a median of these numbers here. Come to find out,
median.
get to the big surprise here. There ain't one, right?
Ain't one.
The average size is just the spectrum was way too wide for what they were trying to
So
accommodate.
you got to have at least still an average.
That's what they were. Oh, yeah, okay. There was an average, obviously, but like the way it was going it wasn't gonna work properly for what they were trying to do. They were trying to accommodate to the average soldier to make it a thing.
Sounds not true to the story, but keep going.
Well, it gets better. That's what gets to the
All right,
story.
all right,
The heart of the story here is it led to the adjustable seat. The adjustable seat we brought it to begin with.
God damn it, that's the story.
Yep, that's what it came to, full circle. Yeah, they couldn't figure out where exactly the proper average was amongst all these tall and short military dudes. So they were like, we're just going to make an adjustable seat.
Yeah,
but that's what pushed into like automobiles and go-karts and like all sorts of, like, that's what is the modernized adjustable seat. It started because of that in 1950.
But in an engineering world, one would think that would be kind of one of the easier steps.
I
that
bet
they
Terry
would-
did. I
they-
bet Terry got that easy money that week.
Like yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the first person that did the dish soap and was like, watch this.
Idiots.
Look at this. Cut through this. Turns out
He's
that
over doing something more important, and they're like, we need to get this off of there. Look, you dummy.
mine just sits in this thing.
Just do this. You do this and go do that, because I got more important stuff over
I'm
here.
gonna go shoot guns and stuff over here now and come back to this.
Got more important stuff to do than create
Smoke
laundry
cigarettes.
detergent.
Yeah,
Got cigarettes.
there probably is big time smoking back then
Oh yeah.
when they were cleaning stuff.
Oh yeah, they were dude.
Probably inhaling a lot of oven cleaner too. I wonder how
They
many
had that?
oven cleaner. I wonder how many mistakes there was of like the spray oven cleaner. Like it's not good now. Like how was it back then?
They finally get it like actually clean, and they're like, "Holy!"
No,
crap.
I'm saying like it's not good to inhale by any means. Like,
Well, they got their head in there.
but
Oh, are you saying the?
I'm saying like the first product, like however they could pass the stuff that's out now is
saying-
beyond me.
Jerry walked out of the oven. And he's like, "No, this is
Woo!
fine. This is fine."
No, I think it's not even so much as that. Like people are probably dropping down dead.
Oh my
And they're like, but I mean, look how clean the oven is. You get one or the other.
Well, maybe just do one spray. Have the window open with the fan
Well, it's
running.
like, I don't know. I think it's all about conditioning and conditioning stronger stomachs back then, too.
Holy tots.
The starting of the microwaves, when those microwaves were.
I'll be here to
You're like one part of you're the smallest part of the audience, but you're part.
We have a live studio audience.
Yeah. All Things Crackin' is filmed before a live studio audience. All right, let's do another clap of that.
Man, I wonder when that thing stopped. That sucks. I don't even know what we covered
Well,
now.
the thing that you could see is this. I do remember watching it.
When it was
like,
flashing?
yeah, I remember watching it for a while and it was on. Well, like right now it's recording with the red light on. But let's just start to the next topic and know that we've still got this in the can here of the audio.
Yeah, that's fair.
So all of it's always a work in progress. And if we had a large budget for people to be like,
give
"Add
us more
action."
money.
Yeah, give us any money, $1.
$2.
Buy a
$3.
shirt. We do have shirts for sale.
Couple of them.
Shirts, stickers,
Baseball tees.
everything I
red
do in
shirts.
life. Shirts and stickers.
This
Of it.
jersey's not for sale. You can suck it, nerds.
All right, so we talked about Lee Smith, or did we even
did
get through that?
No, I mean, as long as they recorded it, we did.
What did we
buddy.
talk about? What was the final thing of him?
Lee Smith, he's been on like 12 teams.
Yeah, but that's not.
Well, the
brought
whole
you
thing
that
about him
knowledge.
was that he got talked into playing baseball in general because of a $10 bet. And then the first game that he actually got to play, he wasn't a starter, but they threw him in because the pitcher was gone. And then he pitched a no-hitter.
Yeah,
That was what it was.
that's crazy.
And now he's a Hall of Famer.
And how many teams was it? It was like
It was like
10,
6 or 7.
8 or yeah.
It was a bunch because it was
Yeah.
at 4, and then you added like 3 more. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, so Lee Smith getting it done when he didn't even need to get it done. That's
Ultra
you
got
know,
it done.
sometimes
got
you-
it done on a bet.
I guess it's an important part about life. Sometimes you never know what the hell you're gonna do,
That
and
shit was
then
sweet.
just kind of keep everything open, and
You just run
maybe
it.
you'll become a Hall of Fame pitcher in your life.
Basically, just take all bets. Who knows what's gonna happen? You might end up being a Hall of Fame of whatever you got talked into.
What was that? It was a YouTube show or a TV show or something, but like somebody was like, I'm gonna say yes to everything. You know, like
Yes Man,
if-
the Jim
if-
Carrey movie,
Yeah, maybe that's what it was, or yes.
which is basically
But
like the same
I-
movie as Liar Liar.
I was gonna say like if you
Also with Jim Carrey.
if you just spent a day and actually did that though.
Oh yeah, dude. Or you couldn't lie, or you had to say yes. Either of those movies, honestly. They're both with Jim Carrey.
Would you be able to do it though? Like, or should that be a challenge for our listeners or viewers?
Would my daily life allow me to say yes to everything? I think I'd actually be okay if it was a Monday through Friday. Now,
Would
if
you-
we're talking about a Saturday to Sunday and I said yes to anything, I could definitely end up in some pretty deep water.
Well, is it coming down to who you're hanging out with?
100%. It's all about who's asking you what. I mean, obviously,
Well,
you have to
so-
say yes to the questions
So put it
asked
to you this way
I'm
though,
not
like,
talking to me.
what if it was in a situation that they did not know? You're not bringing attention to the fact that you're saying yes to everything, and that you're doing it in a way that you don't have to be like a robot and monotone and say yes, yes, yes.
100%.
You know,
No,
like
you gotta
doing
sell
it, doing it to the way that they're
Yeah.
they're not understanding that, but like.
Even with me
Sure,
selling it,
I'll go eat a bunch of salmon.
see, that's the That's the thing. Even that's what I'm getting at. Even with me selling it, by the third yes, they would notice that I'm doing something way out of character, and they'd be like, "Let's just
You don't do anything?
Let's see what this guy could really do." No, because I say yes to a few things, but then they'll get me on
You're
some
not
things
a
that I
3 for
don't
3er.
normally.
You're not a
do.
3 for 3er if it came down to it.
By about the third or fourth yes, they're gonna be like,
Gotcha.
"All right, Hoops is on some weird stuff. Let's see what we can talk him into." My friends are, I don't know, they're not.
Depending
they're
on-
smart, but
yeah.
they're crafty.
I was gonna say, depending on the level of anxiety that I'm having in that day,
Yes.
that
Yeah.
yeah, I'll just stay at home.
Like,
Yeah,
that doesn't help, dude. What about a day when you're not anxious? What?
yeah. I don't
How
know,
do you
I'm
feel
just-
about saying yes to your normal
I
company?
don't know. I'm just
Your
staying
normal
home.
company.
It's pretty much always at this point. Just I don't know. I'm probably just staying home.
So that's immediately you're not even telling yourself yes.
No, it's immediately just.
You look
no.
in the mirror and you're like, no.
Yeah.
That's the end of the movie.
I wake up immediately and I'm like, nope.
This is why you can't star in a
No,
yes
I don't
man.
even say nope. It's nah. NAH.
Sankey style.
NAH, bro.
Nah.
Nah.
Yeah, see,
Not
that's the end of the
today.
movie. There's no plot to your movie then. There's no yes man. You're just the nah guy.
You need a nah guy.
That's like a 10-second film. He wakes up, takes a piss, looks in the mirror, goes, nah. The end.
Everything that they
The
ask.
end.
Everything.
Sopranos, the end of it. Black.
No, I bet you the movie goes super deep. Like, you know,
My ass.
he goes into this thing where like they wakes up and this guy asks him, "Hey, you want this? You want that?" And I go, he keep nah. And like the whole movie, it's just
That's
fucking
why
super,
he's saying no.
super exciting, dude. The whole movie.
The whole movie's gonna be like a major drama because it's gonna be all the reasons why he
It would
says
be kind of
no.
like a comedy too.
His surroundings are gonna suck because he says no to everything.
There'll be a time to where like all of a sudden there's this puddle and this hot chick's coming to the street and then he's gonna put his
because
coat
he looks at the
down.
situation, says nah.
Yeah, and then all of a
This is
sudden
nah.
the puddle fucking comes through and shoots at the lady all the water and like that's comedy, bro. You need comedy for drama and you need drama for comedy.
That's a dramedy, dude.
You
They
need
made
it.
that
They need
category.
it both. They both survive off each other.
That's a thriver.
It's like hot dogs and buns.
This is fair, dude. Okay, this was in my lifetime because this is gonna get me on a rant. Do you remember when hot dogs and buns finally matched? Do you remember that?
What do you mean?
When they they used to sell 8 hot dogs in a pack, or 8
Yeah,
buns
they-
in a pack,
they
and then
roll-
10 hot dogs.
They still roll like that in certain things. Yeah.
Where?
I've seen, I think,
kill
like a
them.
6-package deal. You
They're
know,
getting
one or
fought.
the other, and
They're
like
getting fought. You tell me a 6-pack of buns or hot dogs.
not
and I'm
6,
your
7,
establishment.
7-minute abs. What was that?
Package that. Package that for
What
me.
was that from? Half baked, right? Is not 6, 7. And the guy just looks at him. He's like, you know, do you remember that Half Baked? Like he picks up the hitchhiker.
That's in Half Baked?
Ain't that? I'm almost.
You're our studio audience. You're supposed to know.
I'm almost 100%. I'm usually 100%.
He's usually pretty right about this stuff.
So, just googling Half Baked and 7-minute abs.
That'll
Which is
get you the answer we're looking
exact things you don't want to put on your
for. Dude,
Google search.
so I'm editing the other podcast and I had to look up PSOC. I did not know.
Why did you have to look up PSOC?
Because we talked about
We talked about
PSOC.
PSOCs.
I thought
You
maybe
could have just looked up a sock
I could have.
and then
Well, that led me to that.
Photoshop some yeller on there or something.
Photoshop and me don't get along. But so I Google PSAC anyways because it's already done. Might as well talk about it. I put it in there. I did not know that. And I should not be
Was her
surprised
on it?
about it. It's a fetish. That's weird. It's weird.
What studio audience saying?
The movie you're thinking about is Something About Mary.
Damn it.
You're half
Because
baked.
the scene also has Harlan Williams, which he starred in.
Yep.
Like,
See, and I haven't seen much about something about Mary.
Fuck. You're right.
I didn't
That's
think
what-
it was
that's
in
what
half
you gotta
baked.
know.
I've seen half baked.
That scene's a great scene. I gotta rewatch that movie. Brett Favre's in that too.
Ooh,
At the very end.
nice.
It's so good.
Nice. Hey, what movie was it that had Dwight Yoakam? Dwight Yoakam was in.
Why are you laughing?
Brett Favre.
Brett
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre's in that. Fervy.
Anybody that John Madden likes, I'm down.
You see, you got the circles and the X's and you take a
And that's what it's all about.
video games. John Madden. Did you have them?
Did you have Madden video games?
Did you play football? Ever?
I had Blitz.
Okay. So
Physical football? Hell no.
I forgot.
I
You're
don't
10
get
years
tackled.
behind me. So you had
I had Blitz on the N64.
the shiny bells and whistles
and
football.
the PS1. That was pretty not bells and whistles.
Could you dive from one field to the other pretty much?
What do you mean? Dive?
Blitz. Like, was it turbos and stuff that doesn't happen in real life football?
Of course.
Yeah. 10 years behind us. That's like the futuristic.
I had Madden on the
It's
N64,
like not
and there was
really
a
football.
sprint button on that too. There was a sprint button
Yeah,
on
but
Madden
you would
64.
run out of it.
I'll prove it because I got it right now at home.
You'd run out of the sprint though.
So do you
your
do on
guys would
Blitz?
get tired.
Blitz runs out of turbo. It's a bar at the bottom that runs out.
No, I just don't know if it's
Yes,
the same.
it does. Yes, it does. The only thing that's not the same is the passing technology because you could throw
All,
like 100
all I'm
yards.
saying is that the
You could
first,
huck it a whole field.
the first few years of Madden when it came out, which was like 94, 95, I'm somewhere around there.
Okay.
I remember having 95, 96, I think, for Nintendo 64 or Super Nintendo.
Right, so Blitz was 99, so we're not too far out.
It's a lot in video game world.
Kind of.
You know, and even in that, like think about where it's came from 1980s or 70s
that's
where it was
unfair
kind
now.
of. Well, I'm
Technology
just
took
saying
off
that,
in the
that in the
2000s.
20, 30 years, you know, even in like my daughter's lifespan or people's lifespan, they've had the internet their whole life.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like it's kind of.
Crazy. It's crazy to think kids are 21 this year and born in 2000. That's wild.
But going back to the Stone Age, towards where regular Nintendo, or even going back to the Madden, like I'm speaking of, that's when John Madden actually was on these, and he would poo, pow,
Yeah.
pow.
Him and what's the other guy's name?
Well, Al Michaels, I think, eventually was on maybe one of them, or
No,
I don't know.
I didn't
Chris
mean the
Collinsworth
games.
has been the one that was one on it.
What's
late.
the guy that does the whoop?
Chris
Chris
Berman.
Berman. Yeah, that's.
But was he? Even
He's not
on?
in the games. No.
No.
No. I was just thinking of goofy commentary.
Yeah, the John Madden though is good because again, at that time, when you jumped from the level of even just having football in general, it was like okay, cool, and then the way that they formatted Madden was a different way than what we were used to. Like we were used to Tecmo Bowl, which was pretty badass itself. Tecmo Bowl then ran into Super Tecmo Bowl
Go
for
figure.
Super Nintendo, I believe, and just classic great shit. The Madden though, like when you were able to have the boom pow and all the noises, like he'd say that it was just great.
Yeah, good old John Madden. He's dude. Do you know Frank Caliendo's stand up? He does a really good John
Sankey
Madden.
hates that
Really?
guy. Yeah, and the guy with the
Go
who's-
figure.
Who's the guy?
Sankey hates everything that I think is funny.
What's the guy with puppets too? Do you like him?
Oh no. We can agree on Jeff Dunham. Yeah, I'm not a fan of him either. Me and Sankey can go for that. No, we can.
How
can
did you
go.
know Nick didn't like him?
Because you just said he doesn't. You
Oh,
said, "What's
okay.
the other guy he doesn't like?"
Okay.
So,
I couldn't-
yeah.
I thought
No, we can definitely go. We can agree on that. Jeff Dunham's not that funny. He was
Yeah,
funny
I
for
don't-
one stand up, and then they just like overran the shit out of him. I'm like, okay, this.
I don't know
these
what
jokes
it
are
is,
not
but
that
like
good.
literally Sankey will leave the room. You know, like if he's comfortable, and if he was getting fed with grapes and just like something was perfect for him, and
Jeff Dunham came
that
on.
came on, he would leave. You know, and like sprint out.
That's it.
But like, you would never see him run so fast.
He runs.
If Jeff Dunham came on,
Damn, I thought he would just like sternly and promptly leave the room.
No.
Like with some like
no, it'd be
just
like.
arrogance. Like
You're like, what the hell just happened? Did he get a phone call that something happened? Somebody
He's
got
having
in
a
a car.
baby.
Somebody got in a car accident, or he's having a baby, or
he's
something
having a
happening.
baby. He's gotta go.
No, Jeff Dunham's just over there in the corner.
You guys had Jeff Dunham on the TV again.
Jeff
Way to
Dunham's.
go.
We were in Las Vegas, and there was like a sign picture up or something over there. Like he left the casino.
He's seen a poster and he's like, no, I'm not eating here.
Like-
Plate full of food. Plate full
Yeah.
of food. He's like, nope.
Just threw the table up.
No.
Just was out of there. Like for what? Like he didn't like that one puppet.
No.
The
Peanut.
the one.
The purple thing.
I think it was the one with the Taliban one or something.
the skull thing.
Sure.
The
I don't.
skeleton
I
that
couldn't
does the
tell you.
Talibans?
He doesn't like him either which way, so we'll just leave it at that.
It's just all his jokes run together.
So going back to Lee Smith,
Why?
No, I'm just wanting.
We're done with him. This is like going back to Lynn Swan again. We're out of here.
So what do we
So
have?
no,
though?
we're gonna go back to video games like you were just bringing up. And we're gonna talk about 007 GoldenEye is what we're gonna talk about a little bit. We're actually gonna talk more about 007 first than just GoldenEye because I learned
Classic.
that 007 was actually a real person. His name was Sidney Riley, and he was a spy for 4 different countries and known as the only quote-unquote super spy because other countries were actually willing to use this dude for his purposes because he was such a good spy, he would snitch out the other country while working for the other country.
That's some interesting
He's a spy.
game that way. Like,
James
first off, how do
Bond.
you get into that? Like,
He's
do you
probably
have,
out there just slaying.
Well, you gotta be. He's out there slaying.
Slinging. James, no, probably not, honestly. Because if he's a real spy, he doesn't got time for women.
What is the age of this, or when was this going on? Like, was this 70s, 80s? Yeah, I mean, you're not prepared. I get it.
Of course I'm prepared. I should have been more prepared because you're always asking all these questions.
1874, am I reading
To
this?
1925.
Well, then that is the time to where, like,
Spy
there's
time.
only one person doing it.
Well, what's that
Like-
prove anything about?
Well,
me
and
being
on the
involved?
part of like that, like because there'd only be one rat, one snitch.
Nah. Probably plenty of snitches.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
I don't know either. But they based this guy off of. This is who they based 007 off of.
So, so how many sides did he play? You said he was on German and Russian. Is that what I'm looking
Britain,
at?
Germans. He did some Persian work.
That's so good. Persian, like for even in that era, like it's not easy to move around there. So like getting country to country takes how many
I
months?
think he just had that.
Is
name.
that like just part of it? Like, you know, he's like, you know what? I want to travel. And like,
He
just
went to-
basically had a
ended up
book.
in Moscow.
Just like, here's what I did in Moscow. And you can have it.
you can have it.
And then he's like, guess
I'm the
what I
best
did
spy.
here in France?
I'm the best spy. How? Because of all this. Well, now I know you're not a good spy because you just gave me all that information.
Yeah,
I'll do it for you.
turns out being a spy is just actually being a documentary guy. just
Just taking information.
yeah, like I don't know.
He spied on
That's
me.
all it is.
He spied on me. He was looking in. He was
He
just
was
he's an
documenting
eavesdropper. He's just a fucking eavesdropper for 30 years. Yeah, I heard so and so.
Where did they get that from?
Has irritable bowel syndrome. You're a
And,
good
and
spy.
how do you say it that way?
What?
Eavesdropper?
Eavesdropper.
Eaves?
Ear pimping is what I call it. I call it ear pimping.
Like, how do you spell
ear pimping?
it? No. Eavesdropper.
Eavesdropper is EAVES. Then dropper. Pretty sure everyone can spell
Dropper is the one that I had troubles with.
DROPPER.
Eavesdropping is one word. EAVES dropping.
Is one word. What about dropper?
That would be one word, I think, too.
Bet.
Face word eavesdrop.
Suck it, salad. I spelled my ass off.
I guess. Good luck.
I'm the best speller this side of the
Good luck with
Mississippi.
that talent these
I'm the-
days.
Yeah, no joke with the way phones work.
Yeah.
But anyways-
how good is your voice chat? You got voice chat skills, it's a little bit better.
a little
Maybe
bit
that's a
easier.
whole other thing. Like, will they have tests for that instead of spelling tests, like on how to,
How to Google something quicker than your opponent?
you know, like if I can
I'll
write,
kill this.
what's your
place.
wham?
I'll burn this.
What's
whole
your words a
school
minute, but for voice chat?
I'll burn this whole school down.
What's your wham VC? What's your wham couple?
I'm out. My kid's going somewhere else. I'm taking him to
Like
an
if-
Amish community
But if
where he's
you're-
gonna learn something.
I'm just saying that is definitely a skill. Like if you're coming in and you're head secretary of a place and you're fucking coming in there and being like, look, this is how many words I can
Rattle
I
off.
can dictate.
This is how fast I can talk at somebody. Listen, motherfucker.
But to have it done correctly, like, you know, if there's 10 words into the sentence,
Oh, what the
are
hell?
all 10 words spelled properly and
What position would you be applying for with this? On
Real
on your
life.
resume. You're applying for life.
just that's a skill is all I'm trying to say, just as
Right.
much as a skill of
What
spelling
could you
words.
be applying for? The latest rap star position?
You were saying on spelling and you said suck it sailing.
Yeah.
And your spelling
I spelled the
skill
word
is
right.
so amazing, and brought up the fact that so wouldn't it be to be a voice chat person, I feel.
Oh, 100%. But what would you do with it?
What would you do with it? A secretary would be one of that.
To voice chatting.
What do they do in the president stuff? Like when they have all the dictation and I don't know.
To do the typing?
There is the typing.
Are they going to do the now the
just someone?
now they just talk?
Billy, what's the?
That's what I'm
Billie
saying.
Eilish just into a mic.
Here we go, Adrian all over again. We need to get that episode out there so these people can know what I'm talking about.
This Billie Eilish.
He was obsessed with Billie Eilish and mustard. He was about that mustard.
Yeah, some pretty people are about that life.
Dude,
That lifestyle, that mustard lifestyle.
He wanted me. He was
So
living.
going back to GoldenEye
through
and
me.
going back to this spy, what's his name?
What?
Sydney
No.
something? George?
I was on mustard. Sidney Riley. Yep.
So I guess I don't know how much of him I see that he's being a. I don't know. Like
He's
first
an old
off, I
school
guess
spy.
he is that where all the movies came from?
It's just the character base.
Is that where they got the character base from? Is this guy?
Yeah. I mean, it's been plenty of people now. It's been what? Sean Connery, David Craig. Who else has been 007? I don't know. I don't
That
really
one
follow
guy.
this movie. Yeah, that dude. Yeah, I don't honestly. I don't follow that
Lee
film
Smith?
series too. Lee Smith.
Lee
is
Smith probably had a
007.
year or two as 007.
Probably in between the 96-97 season that he had Reds and Expos.
Right around 93, 94, I think he came in.
Shot that 007.
He was over
film.
in England. Relief pitching in England.
while being a spy.
Yeah.
You wild man, dude.
So GoldenEye, yeah, amazing game for Nintendo 64. Probably one of the staple. If you were to have Nintendo 64, I would say that you had GoldenEye.
Yes.
You maybe been more safe to say that we came with obviously the Mario. You might have been creeping into Zelda.
Oh yeah, you had to.
I
Ocarina
think,
of Time,
but I
Majora's
think
Mask.
ultimately, from my classification or friends or what my overtaking was, that GoldenEye, having parties where the four friends or people were waiting to play the next four, or you'd play the winner or whatever,
exactly what it
would
was.
keep the remote, and then you would,
Yeah,
you know, the
winner
next
wins.
three people play,
Yeah.
and you would keep playing. And I remember memorizing where you could ricochet off the walls to
Odd
go
Job's
through.
hat.
That was badass. Being able to,
What you got out there?
Did you guys say like you can't use Odd Job?
Some people used to play like that.
I think there was.
Is play with Odd Job cheating?
I was like, get better. That was my fucking complaint.
I,
If
I
I
don't
wanted to be
think-
odd job, you would just get
I don't
better
think we
at the
cared.
game.
If I remember right, you could even change up your attributes to where the player could be less, like the hit points would hurt you more, or am I wrong?
I think
Is
you
that-
could do all that kind
I
of
think you could go
manipulation.
up 3 or down 3.
I think you could do
and
a
I
lot of
remember like
stuff.
right before you hit start, you could I could cheat one every once in a while where I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, I got that extra hit point.
Or you could
Nobody,
do the.
did anybody see it?
Everyone starts with the golden gun and all that stuff.
But I don't think we cared about that. I think that even while I was trying to cheat is because I was playing against Bozian, Richie, where Richie was like the master of GoldenEye towards, you know, he'd shoot the gun this way while he's smoking a cigarette, while he's playing the game, you know? And then like, dude, what is happening here? Like how many hours how many hours you got on this thing?
Dude, I did that to a couple people playing 2K back in the day, NBA 2K. I used to text at the same time while playing 2K and still win, and they would get really mad at me about that.
Yeah, people do.
Yeah, they didn't like that.
I think to answer your
few
question,
friends.
we didn't give a shit about I think who you were, because 9 out of 10 times when I was playing the game, it was not at the level of the people I was playing it with, one way or the other. Like I felt like I was a great player when I would play against my people that would come to my house.
Well, 'cause you
But
knew
when
them.
I was like I said, when we'd always play at Richie's house, and then he was like the top dog of the dog, and then he'd have 2 or 3 guys that are equally up with standard with him. So when I'd come in, I'd be like, "What?"
What buttons do I press
What
to be
just
doing what
happened?
you're doing?
And then I'm like realizing that, well, actually, I do kind of, I know what the sun looks like.
You're right. Yeah, I actually have a life. I actually get outside
No
of
offense.
this place.
No offense, because again, at this stage, well, I said that weird. At this stage, you got to edit that part. So at this stage, Twitch is out now. So people are actually making money off of playing video games.
That's another thing I was going to get into with the modernized thing here. These N64s that we used to find for $20 at garage sales, you got the whole system with it, whatever, even with just like 1 or 2 games, you can get like $275 off them things.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. If you go to the Rockade, if you look in their glass case, they're selling just the system. I don't even think it comes with a game for like $300. Yeah, there's guys online selling it for like $175, $180, and I'm like, dude, I have like a 10 stack of games with like the goody boys, like Pokemon Stadium 2, Mario Kart, original Mario Party, Kirby Dream, the Crystal thing, Crystal Shards, whatever, Yoshi's Island with the in a box still. Like I got some good N64.
Are you serious?
Good. Both Blitzes.
You are the second person to buy me one of them.
It's solar powered.
Yeah, I know.
It's solar powered.
I gotta figure out where the other one's
We're green around here.
Like maybe it's up on the keychain thing because it's been so long.
Jesus.
That I'm like, that's great.
What do I do?
Yeah, I think it's up on the.
But yeah, man, them things are going good now.
What's that?
Them N64s.
Yeah, I bought up. I think I might own a couple.
There's some good money these days. buddy.
64s are just awesome.
Yeah, they were a cool system when they came out. A lot of games got to go 3-dimensional with things,
Well, again, I think that goes.
especially Mario.
Yeah, that goes back to the evolution of it, to where even if it was regular Mario in Nintendo Entertainment System, the very original one, it was really cool playing that original Mario. And what's wild is the shelf life of that you're able to still play that with how simple the buttons are. No matter what age, you're able to kind of pick that up and realize that, okay, this button jumps and this is how the movement goes. Like there's nothing to it. And it was always entertaining, and it kind of got you to, if you fall in the darn hole, you wanted to get past that next spot. I think, and it was addicting to playing it. I think then after, again in that era, for me, I had parents were at work, I'd come home from school, and there was the babysitter, meaning it was my Super Nintendo or something, I got 2-3 hours on that before they come home, and, that was the freedom, but it was also the fun. And just to do and veg out, but it was also, he ain't gonna get in trouble if he's just sitting behind this thing.
No joke, right? Yeah.
But I eventually just threw the remotes at the TVs. But back in the day, TVs were the solid glass ones, to where you could literally throw the remotes through and it still wouldn't even matter.
Yeah.
So like,
good luck.
they don't build the TVs like they used to.
They don't even clean them too hard these days.
I remember like that. I think I went through more remotes that way though. That was the thing I went through the most of, to where it'd be like, the first couple times I think getting caught swearing with the parents even, or like, God damn it, or whatever, and son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a classy one.
Yeah.
Throw that into the old TV to realize that parents were right behind me, maybe.
Yeah, no, the other room listening.
Like just grit my teeth about falling into the tunnel.
What always kept me moving was my dad told me, if they got the game out, there's a way to beat it. Because they had to develop the game, whatever. You know what I mean? So like, if the game came out and it was made and put out, somebody had to go through the game at least one time and beat the game for that to be put out, whatever.
Say that to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #2.
Oh yeah, or Lion King on the Sega Genesis. You ever seen Lion King on the Sega Genesis? There's like a huge following of people that like harass their kids, like, yeah, beat this game and you'll get ungrounded, whatever. Like, you want your allowance, whatever, beat this game, dude. Like, it's impossible.
Yeah, that's great.
Can't. Like, it's insane. Like,
Try it out.
Someone beat it one time and they're like, yeah, put it out. Fucking like 1 in a million, run it. Like,
or at that level, there's probably not as much, red tags, or what do I want to say about it? They wouldn't have mattered. They can just throw it out there.
Yeah.
Did you have to beat it?
Maybe not.
Just because Pops or whoever said that doesn't mean it was really a thing.
That's true. He did tell me a lot of shit that wasn't true.
There could have been just like, let's put it out there. Oh, but we can't beat it. Yeah, whatever. That's
whatever.
part of the game.
If they made it, it's got to be beaten. Keep playing.
That's part of the game. That's
Yeah.
why, you know.
No, that's my dad. I could see that.
But
My whole thing with the 007 thing was, though, coming back full circle, that whole multiplayer mode that was everybody's big party time that you were bringing up
yep.
wasn't even a thing that was supposed to be part of the game. The developers added it last minute, and nobody knew about it until they put the game into production.
Huh.
And it ended up being
Interesting.
like the biggest part of that game,
Yeah.
pretty much. No one gave a shit about the story mode.
Well, it branched off to, I mean, again, where that was the split screens.
Yeah, that
And
started a
that's
lot
like-
of movement
that's-
with
that's-
multiplayer games.
You know, that was the. I don't believe they did it before. The only what do they call those type of games when you're in that you're the shooter?
First person.
Yeah. Okay. So the first person games that I remember before that, because there were a couple like that learned from.
Yeah,
Wolf-
Turok was one of them.
Yep. But Doom.
But the
and
multiplayer.
Wolfenstein were games that were on the computer, that were, you know, you'd have to sit with your keys like this and go left and right with the keyboard, like on an actual computer keyboard.
Mhm.
Those were where it kind of started, if I remember right. And I
Yeah.
remember like you could literally do different codes for that.
I just meant the multiplayer shooter.
God mode.
But I believe that's the same thing with multiplayer, is that they never did multiplayer yet. And then I think that
That's when
they didn't do it with Turok, did they? Multiplayer?
Nope.
No. So
I don't
yeah,
know.
I would say that GoldenEye has got to be probably the first,
One of the very first
Yeah.
multiplayers, if not the first multiplayer first-person shooter.
and
like
one
that.
of the better to do it.
Oh, very much so. People,
Yeah.
like you said, people got together like left and right, man. There's plenty of people
Yeah.
that had GoldenEye parties having fun.
What about Perfect Dark? You ever do Perfect Dark?
Perfect Dark.
It's just like GoldenEye, but like they even had some of the same levels, like the temple level, with the doors that meet in the middle.
Who was copying who?
It was definitely Perfect Dark copying GoldenEye,
Yeah.
but
So
Perfect
Could-
GoldenEye
Dark.
it-
still reigns.
It could have been the same companies, because I think even on that they would, you know, copy and paste over the same gaming information to this
Oh,
one
yeah,
and be
dude.
like, okay, let's just change a little bit of the scenery.
The way
I
they
mean,
do that
that's
with
the way I would
Pokemon.
do it, you
The
know.
way they do that with Pokemon is insane.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't. I grew up with that. That was my generation. But it just
I still
watching the
wouldn't know.
remake after remake.
Even if
after
it was my
remake.
generation,
Oh, he
even if
would've.
my like parents
would've.
were making it,
He would.
I wouldn't know
he
about
would love
Pokemon.
it. He would. He would love it.
No, be like, what the crap is this?
He would love it.
I mean, no thanks.
You should. I wish I could turn this camera around and just show you the things this man collects.
Yep, and that's why
He would
there's
love
a,
it.
There's a time to put your foot down, and Pokemon is that.
You could have made money sailing. It's such a good money
Yeah.
scheme right now. Pokemon's selling hard right now. This card's selling for like $300.
Calm
You
down.
love that game. That's your
Pokemon selling for
game.
$300. You know, there's way more than that. Do some research on Pokemon, guy.
He knows it's more than that.
I
but
know
he
all
still
about
won't
it, and
do
it still won't be. No,
Still won't do
your guy Logan Paul.
it. I don't start with that piece of. I mean,
All
that
those Paul guys are your guys.
Like, no, they are not.
Last I knew that they changed their name from Hoops to Paul.
Last I knew, that's why they did it, because they
Or
knew
you
I didn't
changed
mess
your
with
name from Paul to Hoops.
them.
One or
Negative.
two.
Well, either way,
Then
because they
changed
know
it-
that I don't want to be around them.
Then changed the wheels.
Never. Sankey changed my name to Wheels. And that's just.
Hey, it's the way it's got to be sometimes.
Anyone watching these shows knows how that's gone.
We're 36 minutes into WrestleMania for day 2, so
Day
don't-
2?
Yeah, it's a kind of interesting deal. So last year they had a WrestleMania, but didn't really have a WrestleMania due to the no fans. Again, COVID type situations affecting everything, and then some. There was actually, we were going to go down to WrestleMania last year, and then it just kind of went, just didn't happen. I think they did it towards, they had almost a Hall of Fame year, is what they induct people for the WWE Hall of Fame. And I think they kind of did it where last night they had an event, and then tonight they have another one as well. So it's basically 2 shows, but then quite honestly, they've had it, I think, going almost for 5 days, or, Monday.
5 days?
Monday was like Monday Night Raw type stuff. Then I think they had like a Hall of Fame session on one of the days. They had 2 nights where it was NXT, which is like their kind of
Heat, like it used to be, like Heat.
NXT is
Or
kind of,
Nitro.
I wouldn't say developmental. Can't even say the words. Developmental.
Basically, like the
yeah.
farm teams. Of,
Kind of what that is, but they bring people up and down through that.
Yeah, that's what Heat used to be. Or was it? Was it? It was
I
called
don't
Heat,
remember
right?
Heat.
Monday Night Heat.
So I couldn't tell you. That's
Had the
that.
flame logo.
Isn't that WCW
No,
or wasn't
It was WWE. It might have been called Nitro, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think he doesn't know what he's saying
I'm gonna
about when it
Google
comes
it.
to
We're gonna-
wrestling.
We're gonna do
So there was WCW Nitro, which was WCW. Then WWE purchased that. There was Heat that I don't even know if Heat was, and I think it's WCW as well.
formerly known as Sunday Night Heat. Suck it, nerd.
Must have just, how many years did that go around?
Suck it, nerd. Number of episodes 513.
That ain't much.
Well, it's enough.
I mean, we're on like episode 4.
2003 to 2005, and then there was a break. It was 2000 to 2003, and then
Yeah, it had a
2000.
break.
Oh no, there wasn't a break. They switched networks.
Just stop it.
2000 to 2005, 2008. So 2000 to
Nobody
2008.
wants to hear about it.
It's right there.
it
98
done?
to 28, 2008 is when
It's
it's
done.
You missed 10 years of wrestling.
It's dead.
10 years of wrestling, and he wants to act like it didn't happen.
I don't.
98 to 2008 doesn't exist to Jake Sailing.
Not those Heat matches.
Sunday Night
Anyways, what do you got? What do you got?
Heat. Nothing. We're
That's
out.
it?
We burnt the whole flame out. Toast.
So it's like a 95-mile-an-hour Lee Smith fastball.
Right down the middle.
Boo!
Out. Whoopsh. He's out of there.
That's it.
It's cool because this was All Things Crackin' and I'm Hoops.
Jake. Filmed in front of a studio live audience. Until next time. You didn't say anything about Bill Nye the Science Guy.
No, because I lost what I wanted to say about it.
Okay.
I didn't want to read through that whole thing.
I had a question.
God damn it, you could have asked that.
Damn it! I had a speaking point. I didn't know how far you guys went.